This is the PPC Tutor Podcast. Join us as we provide valuable tools, tips and resources, helping you to kickstart your PPC career.
Hey, thanks for joining me. This is Mike, and in this episode I'm going to be talking about learning Google Ads. A lot of people ask me, is it hard to learn Google Ads? Is learning Google Ads hard? And a lot of people who ask that question are obviously totally new to Google Ads, and they've heard that it's an effective platform. They want to set up campaigns. They want to obviously make it work for their businesses. And some are people who are just looking to make Google Ads, PPC advertising a career, and maybe to become freelancers or work in-house or work for an agency. So the question is Google Ads hard? And, the answer to that really depends. It obviously depends on what you actually want to learn. And I think that's the first thing. Google Ads is a large platform. It's not like Facebook and all these other social media or PPC platforms. I mean, it's not even like Microsoft Ads, which kind of similar model because it's mainly about inbound and targeting people who are searching most of the time. Google Ads has a lot of platforms, about 9. And in each of those, there's different networks, different platforms. For example, you've got the display network, and you can set up a display campaign and advertise on millions of websites which are part of the display network. So much you can do in there. There's audiences, there's just a lot to learn. And then there's search. Search is the primary one. That's the one that most people are interested in because it's based really on obviously PPC advertising, but targeting people who are searching on Google for products or services. And then you've got video, on YouTube. As you know, Google owns YouTube, and you can advertise on YouTube through Google Ads. So you can set up campaigns, lots of audiences, lots of ways to target. And then you can advertise on Gmail, on Google Discover, on the app, and target your audiences there. If you've got an app, you can set up an app campaign. Just a lot of ways to target. And they've just rolled out new campaigns, Performance Max, Smart Campaigns. You even have shopping. Shopping is just another huge area on its own where you're promoting your products, showing images, prices, and so on. In fact, some Google Ads consultants specialize in certain areas. So with shopping and search, or maybe they do video or something like that. But as mentioned, search is the primary one, and all the other ones tend to be secondary to search. So it really depends on what you need to learn. If you really want to learn the whole system, it's going to take some time, maybe some months of really intense training, reading and studying, learning new concepts. You're going to discover new things all the time. There's just going to be new features coming out. Google is always rolling out new things. I mean, what it is today, what the platform is like today is, a bit different from what it was like 12 months ago. They've really changed a lot of things, even just text ads themselves. Some things have been phased out. Some keyword match types have gone. So there's a lot that's taking place with Google Ads, and what you learn really depends on what you are trying to achieve and so forth. So that's Google Ads, and it's going to take you to really learn and master it. It's going to take some time, some months. What I would suggest is if you can get some one-to-one training initially from an expert, that will give you a good grounding on some of the features and different campaign types. And then you can follow with Google's own training programs. So they've got Skillshop. So if you search for Skillshop on Google, that comes up at the top. You can sign up, take the courses on the different campaign types. They even have courses on Google Analytics, on marketing and remarketing. I've discussed this in other podcast episodes. So there's a lot that you can learn there. But, besides the platform and everything else that's in there and the reports and so on. It depends also on your personality, yourself. What are your goals and how determined are you to really learn Google Ads and master it? That's also going to be a factor to, how successful you are with it. You need to be consistent, regular reading, keeping up with the changes and so on. Always, I read regularly, ongoing, always training, taking the exams, the certifications, and that's key. So you just always need to have that learning desire to develop yourself and increase your skills and experience. And obviously, practice, you need to practice, and set up an account and work on it, because reading on its own is just not going to do it. There was people who do that, and when it actually comes to managing campaigns, they find it's a different thing. So you need to practice as well. Just, setting up Google Ads is free. Set up an account for free. You don't even need to put any billing details. Just take some time to learn the system and just set up some campaigns. Try the different campaigns. You can't obviously set up a campaign like shopping without having set up a feed in Merchant Center and so on. So that would be harder if you don't have an established account already. But you can learn search and keyword research and all these things within the platform and just train yourself. So yes, Google Ads can be hard, but with that consistency, with practice and knowing exactly what you want to achieve, it becomes a lot easier, and you will see the results. You will see the performance. There are people making really good money, 6-figure incomes through Google Ads easily. So it's really a good platform and one that I would recommend to anyone.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the PPC Tutor Podcast. To find out more, why not connect with us online by visiting our website at www.mikencube.co.uk. Join us again next time for more valuable tools, tips and resources helping you to kickstart your PPC career.